Dan Plasma, FCfighter.com, here with Kathy Duva. How's it going?
Oh, very well, thank you.
What do you think about tonight's performance?
I think he closed the show just like he's supposed to, and it was great.
You know, Muhammadi was clearly overmatched. Let's talk going forward about the next opponents. Gonzalez had an excellent fight tonight, and the ringside consensus from everybody except for the official judges seemed to be that he won. Is that a potential fight going forward?
It most absolutely is a potential fight, and there are 4 or 5 other guys that are about the same level of experience as him that are all coming up, and I see a year or so down the road when they have a bit more seasoning and are ready, a whole bunch of guys, and he absolutely is one of them.
Could that be potentially more interesting than an Andre Ward matchup, seeing as Andre, if he doesn't want to fight, like I just spoke with John David Jackson, he was under the impression that if Andre wants to run and make it a boring fight, that's something he could physically do?
I think that Sergey and Andre Ward, when it happens, and I do think it will be for the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, the best fighting the best. I don't think that's ever boring, and Sergey won't ever be in a boring fight, so I'm not worried about that. But that, when that happens, it's going to be an awesome event, so I'm looking forward to that.
So are you in charge of acclimating him to American society and culture and really becoming an American?
No, I don't do that. I don't. He lives in California. I live in New Jersey. We really only see each other when we're working. But he's got a lot of friends here. You can see, I think you saw tonight on the podium, I think everybody really got to see his personality shine through. For the first time, it's the first time I've ever seen him do that in a crowd. That's, in front of an audience like that. That's the real Sergey. That guy who's joking around and being funny and nice, and so everywhere he goes, everybody falls in love with him.
It's funny because to the press, he was really cold for a number of years, and I think it was Radio Raheem at the last show. He was Kovalev was wearing some sort of kind of European, for lack of a better term, man purse, and he got called out on it. And all of a sudden, he started laughing, and since then, he's just been a little more open and friendly. And like most Eastern European people, at first they're very cold, and if you get to know them and befriend them, they become your best friends and almost like family. Like it's a deeper level of friendship.
Very deep level of friendship, and he also, part of what I think people were misinterpreting his coldness was simply his insecurity with the language. Imagine if you had to go somewhere and start speaking Russian. I have a daughter who speaks Russian, and she tells me that when he does interviews in Russia, he is screamingly funny. She said he's like a comedian. He goes on talk shows over there, like your Jimmy Fallon, like the guy who's the Jimmy Fallon of Russia. He goes on his show, and I've watched tapes of it. I don't know what they're saying, but they're laughing it up and yucking it up. The audience is going crazy. So tonight I saw him relaxed like that. He's just getting better with English, and you're going to just see more and more of this.
Does the fact that it was such an easy night tonight, does that affect his next opponent, the timing of his next fight?
No, we have his next fight. We're planning it. It's going to be in Russia at the end of November. And we are going to offer the fight to Artur Beterbiev because he's from Russia too, and it's a monster fight there. So we're going to ask if he wants the fight. If he wants it, that's what it'll be. If he doesn't, then we'll find somebody else.
How important is that pound-for-pound status in terms of selling tickets and turning him into a superstar? It seems like Gennady Golovkin has that drawing power, and Kovalev is getting to that ticket-selling power. What's it going to take to make him that type of super exciting megastar like Floyd Mayweather?
I think it's inevitable, and I think it's those fights, the best fighting the best. Those are the things that, I've been talking about all night. Leonard, Hearns, Duran, Hagler, or Holyfield and Bowe and Tyson and Lewis. You have to stop and think for a minute to even remember who won all those fights. I mean, if you get in there with the very best and you fight them and you just keep doing that, you're going to win some. You may lose 1 or 2 along the way, but you're going to become a legend. You're going to have a legacy. That's what he's after, and he's getting there. Because look, everybody who came, there were 4,500 people there today. They're all going to tell their friends, and next time there's going to be 10,000 people there, and it goes on like that.
He's really a specimen, and it's so exciting to watch him and to watch these early fights as he's becoming a great fighter.
Yes, it is. It's a treat. Thank you.
Kathy, thanks so much for your time.